Namaskar, good evening. You are watching Rajya Sabha television. I'm Smriti Rastogi with News Tonight. Let's begin the bulletin with the top headlines. Bhima Mandavi, BJP MLA from Dantewada, 4 security personnel killed in Naxalite attack in Chhattisgarh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi condemns the attack, asserts sacrifices of martyrs will not go in vain. Campaigning ends for first phase of elections on 11th of April. Union Ministers Nitin Gadkari, Kiran Rijiju, VK Singh in fray along with prominent political leaders Harish Rawat, Jitan Ram Manjhi, Mukul Sangma and Ajit Singh. Voting to take place for 91 Lok Sabha seats. Campaigning ends for all 175 seats in Andhra Pradesh, 32 in Sikkim and 57 seats in Arunachal Pradesh, 28 assembly seats in Odisha to also witness polling on 11th April. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addresses public rallies in 2 states. In Chitradurg, Karnataka, Prime Minister says armed forces killed terrorists in Pakistan, but pain was felt by a few in India. Calls corruption a norm in Congress in Maharashtra's Latur district. Addressing public rallies in Telangana and Maharashtra, BJP Chief Amit Shah asserts Modi government's biggest success has been in making India secure. Congress President Rahul Gandhi addresses election rallies in Bihar's Gaya district. A BJP MLA and 3 security personnel were killed in a Naxal attack in Chhattisgarh's Dantewada district on Tuesday. The incident occurred at Shyamagiri Hills when BJP MLA Bhima Mandavi's convoy was targeted by Naxalites in the area. The convoy was heading towards Kuwakonda from Bacheli area, which is about 450 kilometers from the state capital Raipur. Bhima Mandavi's driver was also killed in the attack. The Naxalites blew up a vehicle in the convoy with an IED and opened fire at the occupants. Dantewada falls in Bastar Lok Sabha seat, which will go to polls in the first phase on 11th of April. Prime Minister Narendra Modi strongly condemned the Naxal attack in Chhattisgarh, saying the sacrifice of those killed will not go in vain.
आज शाम को दंतेवाड़ा जिला में कुवाकोंडा थाना क्षेत्र अंतर्गत श्यामगिरी क्षेत्र में एक आईडी ब्लास्ट में दंतेवाड़ा विधायक श्री भीमा मंडावी और उनके साथ एक ड्राइवर और 3 पीएसओ कुल 5 लोग उस घटना में शहीद होने का भी प्राथमिक जानकारी आ रहा है। घटनास्थल में एसपी और अन्य बल पहुंच गई है। अभी घटनास्थल को निरीक्षण करके जो शहीदों को या जिसका डेथ हुआ उनके शिनाख्ती करने की कार्रवाई कर रहा है और बाकी जो अभी तक जो जानकारी अनुसार अन्य किसी का कोई नुकसान होने का कोई खबर नहीं है।
And now all the election news from the upcoming Lok Sabha elections 2019. Campaigning for the first phase of Lok Sabha elections ended at 5 p.m. on Tuesday. In the first phase of polling on 11th of April, a total of 91 parliamentary constituencies spread across 20 states will go to polls. 25 seats of Andhra Pradesh, 17 of Telangana, 8 seats of Uttar Pradesh, 7 seats of Maharashtra, 5 seats each of Assam and Uttarakhand, 4 each of Bihar and Odisha, 2 of Arunachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Meghalaya and West Bengal, and 1 seat each of Chhattisgarh, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, Tripura, Andaman, and Lakshadweep are going to polls in the first phase. In the key candidates in the first phase, the Congress has pitted former BJP leader Nana Patole against senior BJP leader cum Union Minister Nitin Gadkari from Nagpur Lok Sabha seat in Maharashtra. A tough fight also awaits Union Minister of State for Home Kiran Rijiju on his home turf, the Arunachal West constituency. He is facing former Chief Minister, Congress's Nabam Tuki. In Uttarakhand's Almora seat, BJP's sitting parliamentarian Ajay Tamta faces Congress Pradeep Tamta. In Jammu and Kashmir's Jammu Lok Sabha seat, BJP candidate Jugal Kishore Sharma is hoping for a re-election. National Conference is supporting Congress candidate former Minister Raman Bhalla from this constituency. Unilaterally, PDP too has opted for not fielding any candidate. Also, former Chief Minister Jitan Ram Manjhi will be again contesting from Gaya as Bihar Mahagathbandhan candidate. He will face JDU's Vijay Kumar Manjhi. And campaigning for assembly elections in Andhra Pradesh, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh and Odisha has also ended. In Andhra Pradesh, stage is set for single-phase polling for simultaneous elections to 175-member Andhra Pradesh Assembly and for 25 Lok Sabha seats on April 11th. The Telugu Desam Party is locked in a fierce battle for power with the YSR Congress Party. Over 3.93 lakh voters, including 1.98 crore women, are eligible to cast their vote to decide the fortunes of over 3,800 candidates in the assembly polls, including Chief Minister and TDP President N. Chandrababu Naidu, YSR CP Chief Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy and Janasena leader and actor Pawan Kalyan. Sikkim will also see simultaneous assembly polls and general elections on April 11th. Out of the 32 seats, the ruling Sikkim Democratic Front holds the majority with 22 seats, while the opposition party Sikkim Krantikari Morcha has only 10 seats. Besides these two, this time Sikkim will see another political outfit in fray named Hamro Sikkim Party, led by ex-footballer Baichung Bhutia. The eastern state of Arunachal Pradesh will also see the elections for 57 state seats and 2 Lok Sabha seats on 11th of April. The election in the state is most likely to be a heated contest between the BJP, Congress and Conrad Sangma-led NPP, PPA and Janata Dal Secular. Assembly elections in Odisha will be conducted between 11th of April and 29th of April. Odisha has 147 assembly constituencies that will go to polls in 4 phases starting from 11th of April and will be held along with Lok Sabha elections. The term for Odisha Assembly ends on 11th of June. Odisha's last assembly elections were held in April 2014 when Naveen Patnaik's BJD won the polls. And Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has said that vote is a pious responsibility and everyone should exercise it to improve the quality of the polity, strengthen democracy and build glorious future for individuals and nation. In a message, he said that one should not let the moment pass, pause and ponder, assess and act. The Vice President added that we are today the largest democracy in the world. We must now make it the best democracy in the world. He urged each citizen to exercise this precious right to make their opinion count and elect the representatives. Venkaiah Naidu said over the last 70 years, more and more people have participated in elections. While there were about 17 crore voters in 1951, the number increased to 83 crore in 2014. Even though this reflects a significant improvement, more voters must participate in the electoral process. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hit the campaign trail in Karnataka and Maharashtra on Tuesday, addressing election rallies in Chitradurga and Mysuru. The Prime Minister kept the spotlight on national security. He made a pitch for a strong government at the centre, citing that the Balakot airstrike has created fear among the terrorists and nightmares for those in power in Pakistan. Attacking the ruling Congress-JDS combined in the state, the Prime Minister said, when the whole world stood with India in the aftermath of the airstrikes, the two parties were in tears.
जब हमने आतंकियों पर प्रहार किया तो दर्द पाकिस्तान को हुआ, लेकिन आंसू हमारे यहां कांग्रेस और जेडीएस उनके साथियों के निकले। पूरी दुनिया भारत के पक्ष में खड़ी हो गई, लेकिन हमारे यहां के महामिलावटी दल पाकिस्तान के बजाय मोदी के खिलाफ निंदा प्रस्ताव पारित कर रहे थे।
And addressing the rallies in Karnataka, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that his party's resolve is to strengthen the nation's economy, security and infrastructure. He also questioned Congress President Rahul Gandhi's move to contest from a seat in Kerala and not in Karnataka, where the Congress is in par with the JDS. And earlier in the day, Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed a public gathering in Maharashtra's Latur district, appealing to the first-time voters across the country to vote after thinking. The Prime Minister said they must cast their first vote to bring a strong government in the country.
ये पाकिस्तान कह रहा है, वही भाषा कांग्रेस के चुनाव मैनिफेस्टो में दिखाई दे रही है। भाइयों बहनों, ये बड़े जोरों से कह रहे हैं कि देश में से हम देशद्रोह का कानून हटाएंगे। मैं जरा कांग्रेस वालों को कहता हूं कि दर्पण में जाकर के अपना मुंह देखो। आपके मुंह में मानव अधिकार की बातें शोभा नहीं देती है। आप कांग्रेस वाले, आपको हिंदुस्तान के एक एक बच्चे को जवाब देना पड़ेगा, हिंदुस्तान के एक एक बच्चे को न्याय देना पड़ेगा। आप कांग्रेस वालों ने बाला साहब ठाकरे का नागरिकत्व तो छीन लिया था, मतदान करने का अधिकार छीन लिया था।
And BJP President Amit Shah campaigned for Union Minister Nitin Gadkari in Nagpur on Tuesday, addressing a rally in the city. Shah listed out the achievements of the Modi-led NDA government. He exuded confidence that the alliance would once again return to power at the centre. Amit Shah also took pot shots at the Congress for fielding Nana Patole against Nitin Gadkari, saying the opposition had to import its candidate from outside as it could find a nominee against the BJP candidate.
5 ही साल के कालखंड के अंदर नक्सलवाद के अंदर 36% कमी लाने का काम ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने किया है। और भौगोलिक क्षेत्रों में पहले 330 जिले थे, अब 76 से भी कम जिले होते 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 58 जिलों तक ये बात फैल कर रहे हैं। मित्रों, ये सबसे बड़ी उपलब्धि है भारतीय जनता पार्टी की मोदी सरकार की।
Home Minister Rajnath Singh has asserted that Kashmir is, was and will always be an integral part of India, and thus it cannot have its own Prime Minister. In an interview to the news agency ANI, Singh reiterated that if we form government, Article 370, Article 35A will be removed.
वो कह रही कि अगर बीजेपी जो है 35A और 370 को छेड़छाड़ करेगी तो हिंदुस्तान भी नहीं रहेगा, मतलब कश्मीर तो अलग ही हो जाए।
ये है फ्रस्ट्रेशन है, ये करने दी है। कश्मीर भारत का इंटीग्रल पार्ट था, है और रहेगा। दुनिया की कोई ताकत कश्मीर को भारत से अलग नहीं कर सकती है। हम लोगों ने इलेक्शन मैनिफेस्टो में पूरी तरह से क्लियर कर दिया है। हमारी गवर्नमेंट बनेगी तो हम इसको जो है 35A समाप्त करेंगे।
तो 2 वजीर आजम यानी 2 प्राइम मिनिस्टर
नहीं चलेगा, भारत में नहीं चलेगा।
Meanwhile, refuting allegations of political vendetta behind Income Tax Department and ED raids on opposition leaders and their aides, Home Minister said that the agencies are autonomous bodies and they are acting on their inputs.
यह तो एक कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस है, आज से नहीं वर्षों से यह चला आ रहा है और इस समय शायद चल रहा है। हो सकता है उनके पास कोई इंफॉर्मेशन हो, लेकिन ऐसा कोई मानता है कि किसी के कहने पर, किसी के इंस्ट्रक्शन पर यह सब सारे रेट्स हो रहे हैं, तो यह कहना मैं समझता हूं कि न्याय संगत नहीं होगा।
And Congress President Rahul Gandhi was in Bihar on Tuesday campaigning for Jitan Ram Manjhi, who has been fielded by the Mahagathbandhan in Gaya. Addressing a public gathering, Rahul Gandhi said his party has come up with Nyay scheme to eradicate poverty from the country. He promised that the proposed minimum income guarantee scheme would be implemented without harming the economy or increasing the tax burden on the common people. And Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra campaigned for party candidates in western Uttar Pradesh. She held 2 road shows in Bijnor and Saharanpur, canvassing support for her party in both the constituencies. Both Bijnor and Saharanpur go to polls on 11th of April. Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik released BJD's poll manifesto on Tuesday. BJD has named its manifesto Naveen Odisha Sashakt Odisha, with emphasis on the socio-economic development of the farmers, women and youth. Patnaik said that BJD has kept the promise it made in 2014, unlike the BJP and the Congress. For the youth, the BJD promised reservation of 75% jobs in all upcoming industries and educational loans at 0% interest. And Kanhaiya Kumar filed his nomination from Begusarai Lok Sabha seat in Bihar on Tuesday. Kanhaiya Kumar is CPI's candidate from the seat and contesting against BJP's Giriraj Singh and RJD's candidate Tanveer Hassan. India's youngest state, Telangana, will hold Lok Sabha polls for 17 seats in the first phase of elections on 11th of April. The battle lines have been drawn. A 3-cornered contest is being witnessed between the ruling TRS, Congress and the BJP. Carved out of the united Andhra Pradesh, Telangana became the 29th state in 2014. The state is divided into 33 districts. Despite the Congress cobbling up a 4-party front, including the Telugu Desam Party, the TRS got the massive mandate, winning 88 seats in 119-member assembly. The ruling party's tally swelled to 100, with 10 Congress MLAs joining its ranks. A TDP MLA and 2 independents also crossed over to TRS. The TRS eyeing the 2019 Lok Sabha election as an opportunity to form a federal front.
TRS, K. Chandrasekhar formed a party, but he had a very limited support. There were 10-15 MLAs in a house of 290. So Telangana constitutes about 119 seats. Out of 119 seats, he hardly had 15-20 seats or 25 seats. So there was sporadic support from the TRS party. He had an alliance with Telugu Desam, he had an alliance with Congress. Somehow he have not with the both parties.
The TDP is fighting to retain its hold over neighbouring Andhra Pradesh, where it is facing a resurgent YSR Congress in the simultaneous assembly and parliamentary elections. The party has decided not to field candidates for the Lok Sabha seats in Telangana, a first since its formation in 1982. In 2014, the BJP, which had an alliance with the TDP, contested 7 seats but won only the Sikandrabad Lok Sabha constituency.
Had they announced Telangana in Telangana, the situation would have been different. Yes, KCR was a major factor. Ultimately when KCR himself agreed that, without Sonia Gandhi, without Congress, Telangana wouldn't have been a reality at all. So Congress failed in the very first itself. Had they come to Telangana, held a public meeting here and announced Telangana here, the situation would have been different. And another big factor which I think, politically from a social factor, was they ignored the Reddy community in Telangana, which is very strong politically, economically, and they have a huge sway over the people.
Elections to 17 Lok Sabha constituencies in Telangana will be held on April 11, 2019. 2.97 crore electors will exercise their franchise at 34,604 polling stations in all Lok Sabha constituencies. Meanwhile, police and poll officials seized over 52 crore rupees of unaccounted cash and goods for violating Model Code of Conduct till now.
High decibel campaign has ended in Telangana and stage is set for the Lok Sabha polls, where candidates would be battling each other for 17 Lok Sabha seats. Reporting from Hyderabad with camera person Junaid Iqbal Khan, I'm Kriti Mishra for Rajya Sabha Television.
And some more news. Supreme Court on Tuesday ruled that a woman who is forced to leave her matrimonial home can file a case against her estranged husband and in-laws at the place where she resides thereafter. The Apex Court said that the woman who is forced to leave her in-laws' home due to commission of cruelty on her is allowed to initiate criminal proceedings under Section 498A of the IPC from any place she was residing in, be it a temporary arrangement or from the residence of her parents. The bench was headed by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi. With this, the Supreme Court settled a debate on the issue regarding the place of filing of the case under the Section 498A of the IPC. Earlier, the criminal proceedings could only be initiated by the complainant from the place where the offence occurred. The Supreme Court verdict came on a plea filed by a woman called Rupali Devi, who hailed from Uttar Pradesh. And for more on this, we'll go across to Sunita Ojha, lawyer of the Supreme Court. Thank you so much for speaking to Rajya Sabha Television. How big a relief does the Supreme Court's ruling bring to the women facing domestic torture, ma'am?
This is a very significant ruling in the sense that, you see, once a woman has been driven out of her matrimonial home and she goes to live with her parents or any other temporary home, what normally the police would do is, since they would refuse to register an FIR and tell her that you go back and register it where the offence has actually taken place, which is the normal, ordinary criminal jurisdiction, which says that a court or a police station where a offence or an act has taken place, they only can take cognizance of this. Now, what the Supreme Court has clarified today is, even while she is away, even while she is forced to leave her matrimonial home, the burden of cruelty, the emotional effect of that entire cruel behavior she carries with herself, even while she is staying with her parental home. And therefore, there is a continuity of offence. Another, the mental effect of the entire cruelty does not cease to affect the woman when she's moved out of the matrimonial home. So therefore, this brings a lot of relief for the women, as in they don't have to come back to the place where they were tortured. They don't have to come back to the same city, same place to prosecute those who tortured them. Secondly, this is also significant because the Supreme Court in 498A, they have referred to the Domestic Violence Act and the broad definition of cruelty which has been given in the Domestic Violence Act, which takes into consideration the emotional aspect of cruelty, mental aspect of cruelty, which even the physical act may not have taken place at the parental home, but the emotional effect of the cruel behavior continues to torture the woman. So therefore, it's a significant development and a lot of clarity and a lot of relief for women who are victims of cruelty in the hands of their husbands or the relatives of husbands.
Will this ruling help in some way in the quick disposal of matter related to the cases?
In terms of quick disposal, I don't see any direct connection. However, in terms of the conviction rate might go up, because in many instances, if the woman has filed a FIR at her matrimonial home and she moves out of that particular town, that particular area, and she files it very difficult to prosecute, which would result either in the dropping of charges or she would be forced to compromise. So now if she can prosecute her, she can carry out her proceedings from a place of a parental home or any other temporary abode, then it will help her effectively fight her case. So therefore, I would suggest, I would see it as it would bring about a better conviction rate.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us and giving us those insights into that very important development. Moving on, RSS leader Chandrakant Sharma succumbed to his injuries at a hospital in Jammu and Kashmir's Kishtwar district on Tuesday. Chandrakant Sharma's personal security officer was shot dead in the incident. According to the officials, the suspected militants barged into the hospital and snatched the PSO's weapon. They attempted to fire at the RSS leader. In the ensuing scuffle, the bodyguard was shot dead, leaving Chandrakant Sharma with fatal injuries. Senior police officials had rushed to the scene. A brief exchange of fire also took place between the militants and security forces in Tral area of South Kashmir's Pulwama district on Tuesday. And that's all we have for you in this edition of News Tonight. Thank you for watching. Namaskar.